You know, that one about being tired and sick and stuff. And I think we've got to define what is sick and what is tired. Okay. Do you understand? Now, when you work, you get tired. Okay. If you don't work, you get sick. All right. If you don't get up and do what you need to do to live, you die, right? You sit there and it's true. You got something so because I know right about this minute, and I'm in it. I did it for you because this is what I'm into. Um, like I told you about restaurants. Restaurants are there just to make poor people feel rich, right? And you have to get money to go get the things. So they just transfer the energy. Right? You go do something narcissistic, you make lots of money, you make other people clean your dishes, and you go all J Lo or LeBron James, right, or Tom Brady. And so this is all that I worked hard for this. Yeah, they worked hard for this. Fuck, they haven't worked hard a day in their fucking lives. Hi, I'm the living embodiment of Laurie Spur. I'm tortured by the absolute worst perverts in the history of the world. They think their ego transcends their body because they can put a memory of their ego on a computer. Fuck. Okay. So we suck again, right? And that's why everybody wants to be like Amir Khan, or King Kong, or James Dean, or Marilyn Monroe, right? Because they have this. Oh, they're immortal. They're not immortal. They're trapped in hell because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. God, Contalinga's face is still talking. Professionals, right? Fucking professionals, right? And they had this group last night on, what was that, Nightline? I don't know why I changed to the new thing. Oh, because I was watching the foosball game. Because it was recording the foosball game for Dad to watch the Cats versus Cats. That was a hard one, too, because I really liked the Avery Johnson kid for Kansas State. And but those coaches get a little bit too, I noticed what was the other team that the coach was just yelling. It wasn't Army. No, Army's coach was kind of calm. He was pretty cool. Which coach was it? I mean, he was throwing a fit. You'd be like, damn, dude, it's just a game, yo. Yeah, you already got paid, didn't you know your contract? Oh, I'm sorry, okay. How much of it is guaranteed? We'll take the guarantee. Go to Golden. No, you don't want to coach at Mines. They're the same way. Fuck. Go to Silver. Okay. Go to Almosa. Right. Go to a place where you can coach. You're only getting 50 grand, and then if you win half your games, you're okay. So half the time it's okay. We still got another shot against this team. It's tough too. Yeah, because the people are crazy. They all want to win. We all can't win. Dad told me that about coaching. I do win. Yeah, but I win because it's different. I can take an average team and make them into an excellent team because I just, it's like me with relationships, right? You get all these people. I was listening to a song the other day by Waylon Jennings called, I remember listening to it as a kid, but I didn't pay attention to it as a kid. I'm like, oh my God, he's talking about killing the guy. Yeah, that she's having an affair with. And don't mistake the vows you've made, and don't remove my little golden band, for you've mistaken tenderness and kindness for the weakness in your man. Um, uh, if a woman cheats on you because she's a bitch, and you like, what happened? Oh, she manipulated you. Oh, you just let her leave, like I used to do with Amy. I used to tell Amy and Steffi that, you mistaken tenderness and kindness for the weakness in your man. But I wouldn't kill, I thought about it. But that was because I had a Navy SEAL that was getting people to try to, literally screw, well, not just Navy SEALs, NASA, the whole 9 yards, trying to literally screw my seed off the planet, torture me and my son, and then, have you raise leg lifters' kids and do all this crazy shit. Big science experiment, huge science experiment, still in the process of the science experiment, right? So I'm talking and I'm sitting there getting science geek stuff the last couple of days. It's been exhausting, but your son just, Patrick's fine. Patrick's a lot like Absalom. Yeah, he's a product of tribal warfare, science project manipulation stuff. I get that. Okay, and it's entirely tangible that the one most like Solomon most likely was taken and plugged into a supercomputer. Okay, Yolanda's son, right? And then there was Raquel's son, and you guys were maybe the science wasn't as good. They were hitting and missing. Raquel wasn't. It's weird. In my dreams, I was always told that I was going to have relationships with military brats, and Rocky wasn't. And I don't know. It was interesting. And I wanted to stay with Rocky, and she was a Pisces. I was a Cancer. That wasn't too bad. She was just her tribalism was so horrible. I think even if she dates white guys now, she doesn't let her mom know about it just to keep the peace. She won't just get up and say, fuck it. Hey, they're nicer to me. The black guys fuck around and give me venereal diseases and crabs, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. So I'm going to date a nice white guy. So get over it, mother. I think some women just have to come to terms with that thing. Like I told my sister Val, there's probably a nice black man at your church in Houston, and you need to go have a relationship with him and enjoy, Gladys Knight and Rose Royce and that stuff, and all over again, like when you're young. Just to get a more mature black man instead of a young black man, right? And it'd be like the whole thing with Leonard's dad dating Mary Cooper. No, he just happens to be a nice person, but it irritates, Bob and Dave. It's all the better, right? I told Dad, Val needs to get herself a good punchy, a good Christian punchy. Oh, I know they have them in Texas. Oh yeah. Andrew Allen, Larry Rose, Jacob Nwanga, they got good Christian punchies in Texas. Oh yeah, boatloads of them. Oh yeah. People that try, but it's hard to be a human being that can focus on anything with a bunch of perverts having a virtual presence in your house, competing with you because they're jealous of you. Okay. And the military recruits people like that to keep everything chaotic so they can compare. It's like getting into a fight with somebody, and you didn't try to get in a fight with them. It's like, just forget about trespass level and serve FLPS. Get off the server and stop being the server, and you won't get served. Oh fuck! Here we go again. See, like, I get mad at Patrick and Mira because I'm like, Patrick, you should of all people. Okay, you can't hide. You remember your favorite song about your grandpa Shelby from the group Foundation? That were the black guys from Jamaica. Gotta hold on to my pride. Just a black man. Can't run away from yourself. Can't run away from yourself. Can't run away from yourself. Right. So if you do something, you're like a serial rapist or something like that, or whatever. You know who you are, and you can't run away from that. I mean, you can invent lies like Renthal James Simpson and say, if I did it, and become a million bestseller, and then everybody go, that motherfucker killed those people. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, hell yeah, lots of people have. No, that's the whole thing with the Chappelle show. It's like, half the people you play for when you go anywhere have killed way more people than Renthal James Simpson. And Renthal James Simpson got mad and killed his ex-wife and Ronald Goldman, right? Okay, he went to the zoo because he was, he had manipulation issues. He could go screw around, she couldn't. Hey, it's not good for the goose, it's good for the gut. That kind of crazy shit that, wackadoodle men do. And wackadoodle women, oh yeah, trust me. Okay, been married twice, yeah. Wackadoodle women do it too. It's okay if they do it, but if you do it, oh boy, it's like when you break up with them because the relationship sucks and they're no, and then they break up and tell everybody they broke up with you, and it's like, she did. Why? I encouraged her to do so, but we don't know that. Okay. It's her idea. Okay. But you got all these people, it's like, you really think, okay, have you read the Patriot Act? You really think you have a private life? Your life is owned by the corporations that own the U.S. government, and they do with your life whatever they want to do with your life to promote the brand and keep the the fuck for the buck. Yeah, yeah. And they had these crazy people that they recruit for the military. It's like, oh, okay, it's the same thing that I had with the racial hate groups. And they killed this old guy in California that they stayed with during the COVID, and these, they were doing this Daryl, zombie stuff, TV. They were just life imitates art, and you're like, oh shit, here we go again. And so they had this kid from Alaska who was a dude and is now a female. And they call her Ziz, like Liz, but Ziz, right? And Ziz hated puberty because it's hard going through puberty, especially when you have people constantly monitoring you and judging you, and you have to judge yourself, and you can't make yourself into as good of a person on TV. You can't be Dawson's Creek, you can't be this because, you're not hot enough, you're not charming enough, you're not cool enough. But you can sure be a manipulative, sneaky, competitive little bitch. It's like, why are you competitive, little bitch? What are you competing with? You don't have as big of a penis as him. You're not as charming as him. You don't sing as well as him. You're not as good as a sack as him. You can't do this. Okay. Hell, I'm better at all those things than all those guys, and I don't spy on them and compete and compare myself to them. Yeah. Okay. It'll drive you crazy. What happens? Tom Brady watches. There's no way. Yeah, I was a better football player than you and Tyreek Hill put together, and Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. And not nearly as big as Josh Allen. Yeah, like just a little bit bigger than Doug Flutie size. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. And gets to recover and come back from injuries better than, yeah. Like right now, I'm just telling my body, I'm not doing this to me. Other people are doing this to me, even though they think I'm volunteering to do it and doing it to myself. It's like if I was forgiven, if you guys forgave, didn't trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Use your technology to spread the wisdom and the beauty of this love and intelligence, perfect commands. Would I be volunteering to be tortured by perverts that don't think they're perverts and think I'm volunteering to be a pervert with them? It's like, no. Okay, well then wake up. They don't own you. This is a beautiful bone bag that's a temple for the gorgeous soul that doesn't try to own the brain, but appreciates the brain so you can express the glory of life and your faith in the glory of God in proper worship every day. You can't do that. You'll be running around naked with katana swords in a fucking storage unit thing in California, going, I couldn't handle it at NASA or Google, and now I have to go clean up the world by acting like a sociopath. Have somebody paint the garage door with you being sodomized by an Indian dressed as a Statue of Liberty. All right. Hey, if you want art, life imitating art. Okay. If not, just go ahead and let them do that to you. And then be a character on a Jim Steinem, Jennifer Lopez, and George Clooney movie. Okay. And don't forget Don Cheadle. What's a Cheadle? That guy. Okay. All right, guys. I love you, all right? We'll be back. Peace.